There's no countdown on YouTube. It just, you're live. So we're live, my family. Welcome. Welcome on in. He's got the drum. He's got the drum. He's got that squeaky chair. I don't know if it would be Galactic Tarot without that squeaky chair, huh? So, gather on in, my family. Today, we'll be doing your favorite. I feel like Mr. Rogers. We're going to take our shoes off. Won't you be my galactic neighbor? I want to be your galactic neighbor, too. Yep. Yeah, we're going to take the shoes off because Alexander's doing a channeling. This time it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of channeling. Teddy! Are these socks okay? Yeah, the socks are okay. Welcome, everybody. Johnny, Melody, Spiritual Sunshine, Veronique, my sister Brooke, my sister Katie, Denise, my brother Tony, Josie, Linnell, Kerry was here. She was here. I don't know. I don't think she's here now. Marta, and my sister Joanne. Pop her on the screen. She won't be here. She's somewhere sleeping vigorously. But we love her so much. If you don't like Joanne, then you, okay? That's right. Billy! Welcome. Welcome. Taylor? No. Oh, welcome, everybody. White Raven. Can't pop them all up. Can't pop them all up. All right, let's do the intro. Let's do the intro. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Helen. Hello, everybody. Everybody coming in. The fam. Welcome, Candace. Everybody, well, they're doing it. They're here. They're here. My family. I love you so much. Did you see yesterday's short? Yesterday evening. So, toot. He's gonna toot his own horn at the beginning, not the end. And I toot all of your horns. It sounds dirty. Okay, I will. Okay, here's what I'm explaining. And I see that. I see. I called it a prediction, but this isn't a prediction. This is our magic, my family. The prediction was June. Some weirdness coming from the powers that were. This is why we drop cards. By dropping cards. Okay, let me explain to anybody who didn't see the short. By dropping cards, we saw in the 2023 year at a glance, we saw in June something weird going on. So if you watch the 2023 year at a glance from June through July, this is where the miracle takes place. So we see this in June. So I say, hey, my family, this is why we drop cards. Let's leave a cloud of light where Gaia is heading, where the planet is heading. Because that's the thing. We are time lords, my family. So when we leave magic, not only by affecting time, if we leave magic where the planet is headed, even if you don't know where the planet's headed, to say that we're leaving magic as a collective group of the greater forces of benevolent humanity, when we leave a cloud of light that will be where the planet is arriving, we can do actual magic. This proves that. This proves that because I saw weird stuff come up in the cards for June, and we were like, how about no, Scott? Okay? The powers that were are now known as Scott. Okay? We are Dr. Good. And I see this, so I say, everybody, let's all work together. I even say during the video, I say, thank you all. I can feel you assisting. I can feel you manifesting this magic out in the future. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then when we get to July, where the devil card was is where the King of Swords is. And I explain what that meant for the King of Swords being where the devil was, knowing, those of you that have been watching the channel, there's these 2-month rollovers. I even called it rollover. I go, this went from the devil, the chains, slavery, certain things going on, to the King of Swords. So I made that prediction from then, from what I saw. And what I saw was July 8th That's like the Empress taking the F over. There's Mama Bear, and the whole rest of July lit. We are magical beings. We did it. So what happened? I said, first week of July, we can see we're in a different reality. It took 5 years for this movie Sound of Freedom to be finally forced into the movie theaters. 5 years ago, this movie could have came out. 5 years ago, it's done. The powers that were don't want this to come out. They're saying it's QAnon. They're saying it's conspiracy theorists. Every conspiracy theory that your brother has talked about is now the narrative. This is the one, my family. This is the conspiracy theory to end all conspiracy theories. Rolling Stone magazine, Forbes magazine, the Wall Street Journal, they're all going to be on the wrong side of history, my family. Which side of history will you be on? Are you on the side of history where the children are free? What have we been saying here at the channel? What was it 2 Julys ago? The people that are very near and dear to my heart know 2 Julys ago. Last July, what was coming up? Okay? This was certain things that I felt like I was one of the few people in spirituality talking about this. Everybody's talking about money and the RV and this thing and that thing and a bunch of bollocks, to be honest with you. Your brother was saying, how can any of us be free till we're all free? How can I consider that I've ascended if a child is being treated in these ways somewhere else? Okay? This is what I was asking. I was asking actual questions from my boundaries, from my truth, from my inner girl and inner boy screaming and crying, saying, help me. Help me. You got to help them to help me. So why am I bringing this all up again? Because people are already like, they can't handle this. That's fine if you can't handle this. Don't handle it. Go like this. All right. You go right here. Where is it? Look at that. Angel Studios. You just can't figure it out. You Google it and you say, oh, sorry. I didn't even share screen. I'm riled. I'm finishing this so I don't have to be riled. All right. Settings. Let's just show how simple this is. Wait, where is it? Let's do this. We're doing this live. This is live, my family. Present. There it is. The present button. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. Entire screen. Show them the whole screen. We got nothing to hide here, Galactic Tarot. Okay. Grab the screen. Share it. Okay. I already got the website up. Okay. Ooh, look at how I get smaller and smaller. All right, take it seriously, Alexander. All right, look at that. Angel.com. Pretty simple. You know, we're all angels here. Angel.com. Pay it forward right here. You can't handle watching the movie? Don't handle watching the movie. Click the button. You can buy 7 tickets. You can buy 1 ticket. What side of humanity are you on, my family? Okay. I'm going to go get some dinner later. I'm going to actually go to the theater. I'm going to buy tickets for whatever movie just happened. I'm going to pretend I was late. I'm going to buy a bunch of tickets to the actual movie. Actually, it probably is just better I do it here. Because then somebody else can get the ticket. Yeah, I'll probably just do it right here. Let's shut that down. Let's go back to here. If you can't handle watching the movie, that's fine. Handle buying a ticket. Do the right thing. Let this movie obliterate Disney Studios. Let this movie obliterate the powers that were. Make the light shine, my family, for a measly $15. You have no excuse. Unsubscribe from this channel if you disagree with me. Get out of here if you disagree with me. Okay? Bye-bye. Be careful with that door. It's known to hit you where the good Lord split you. Okay? Like I said, there's no excuse. There's no... If you really don't have the money, they have a button right there, if you just scroll a little bit further, where you can get your own free ticket. Okay? This movie needs to be seen. This movie needs to be supported. If anybody who believes that the ascension process can take place fully while children are still in sex slavery, you're in the wrong place. Go watch one of these wackadoos out there. There's way more spiritual wackadoos than there are people that are actually spitting hot fire. Welcome to Hot Fire. This is Galactic Tarot. We have a good time here most of the time. Sometimes your brother, as the Galactic commander that he is, and he doesn't tote that title very often, but as the Galactic commander that he is, every once in a blue moon or a purple moon, he gives an order. So this is that one time that I tell you what I believe that you all should do is buy at least one ticket to this movie, at least one, and you know you can afford it. And that is all. Okay? Gains. Go buy it. Okay, there we go. All right, now he can. Woo! We're done with that, right? That was a lot. That was a lot. Alexander is serious today. Yes, I am serious today. When it comes to the actual fractalization that is your soul, that Alexander knows about as an archetypal master of this reality. Okay, I was born into this. As what I know that I am, I know that there are 6 fractals of a hexagonal matrix that are you. This word hex was put on dark magic as a purposeful point to keep you away from your magic. So when you hear hex or hexagon, you think evil. You think, oh, that's the Jewish faith. Oh, that's this, that's that. That's not me. Yes, it is you. Because you are the grandfather and the grandmother and the mother and the father and the little girl and the little boy. So if we have 2 of those fractals suffering, and then this fractal suffering, and then this fractal suffering, no. We need to complete this honeycomb matrix that is indestructible, that is uncrushable. There's a reason that light is hexagonal. This is all made up of light, which is a hexagonal matrix. It's a hexagonal shape. When we complete that circuit of the 6 and the 6, once again, they wanted you to think 666 was evil. They wanted you to think the hex was evil. A lot of the things that you had the opportunity to be brainwashed to think were evil are not evil. They are the way that the reality functions. They are cogwheels in the necessary functionality of this reality. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Gently make love to the like button. Okay. I thought we were just gonna take the like button out for coffee, Alexander. No, we already had our coffee. Did you see? I'm like Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. Last thing, stop saying I don't know. We all do this. I'm done with this. Stop saying I don't know. What do I mean by this? It's like I'm spitting hot fire, like because I'm still navigating the transmutation and the dissolving of this saying. But I'll be like, I'm on the phone, I'm on a session, I'm just like, I'm yelling at your soul. I'm saying all the true things that the person needs to hear. And then all of a sudden I'm like, and I don't know. We all, like, I hear you all in your sessions. I hear you all on the phone. Stop saying we don't know when we do know. It's like we got the person, we got the thing, we got through to them, and then we like validate ourselves at the end of this rant of galactic fire with an I don't know. Just pay attention, that's all. All right. So, what are we doing today? First, I got to share the screen again. We get to share the screen again. Let me share the screen again. Let you see what skulls, what heritages you have to choose from. Share screen, entire screen, share screen. There it is. There we go. Those are your skulls. Number 1, all right? We've got Labradorite with angel fire bonding. Okay. Then we have yellow citrine, number 2. Then we have Petersite, number 3. Number 4, Scorzolite. How does one score a light? With some Scorzolite in quartz. Very rare gemstone. Most of you probably, even if you're a gemstone nerd like myself, you probably never even heard of Scorzolite. So that'll be number 4. number 3 right here, number 2 right here, and number 1 right here. So how does this work? Let me just, one more time. Just remember to go there. Remember to do that. Probably this one, but you can do that one. You know what? Oops. Screw it. Welcome, Alexander. But they're gonna get my bank numbers. Watch me give a crap. Complete purchase. There we go. There's 7 tickets. And are we done? Order complete. Okay, that was easy. Wasn't that easy? That was so easy, wasn't it? That seemed pretty easy. All right. So yeah, pick your skull. You do that right there. So we just bought 7 tickets for the Sound of Freedom movie. Yeah, just do that and pick your skull. And then we'll tell you in a moment. I'm just going to drink some water. I love when you guys get riled. It gives me more battery juice. Give me more battery juice. Get mad. Are you an alchemist, my family? Yes, you are. Did you forget? You're a mental alchemist. You're a spiritual alchemist. When we feel something, and our heart beats, we can use that force for whatever we want. Okay, let's remember that. Instead of thinking how we're under attack like we used to be in the old reality is that way. Remember who and what you are. Okay? So, Ram, we're going to need you to rally in on me. See you later. Some people are leaving. Okay, so who are we channeling today? Today is a more grandiose vision, okay? So what I would like to call this energy, because one of my galactic father figures came through while I was frequenting the gym this morning. This earlier today morning. What a stupid word. As I was frequenting the gym and my energy was through the roof, and I was asking, hey, it'd be really cool to know who and what I'm channeling before I get to the house, before I'm live on the camera. Let's actually talk about what we're doing today. We will be channeling the horsemen of the ascension, so to speak. Okay? Let me talk a little bit further. So we will be talking to the 4 forces. Number 1 will be the benevolent forces of giving. Number 2 will be the benevolent forces of love. Number 3 will be the benevolent forces of healing. And number 4 will be the benevolent forces of life. Who in what starseed lineages benevolent forces would like to come through? I'm creating the container just after this present moment to begin that process to allow who and what their galactic mission and galactic purpose is, only in the highest order of benevolence that would like to help with this transmission, whatever committees or groups or brotherhoods or sisterhoods or whoever it is that is in these benevolent highest forces of giving, love, healing, and life. So if you picked a skull, please stick to the skull. You can pick 1.5 skulls if you'd like. I want to pick number 2 because it's love. And we'll see what messages come up, my family. Trust the messages, trust the truth, trust the predictions. If you do not like your prediction, keep in mind, we can shift quite clearly what we saw with these 2023 monthly readings. It's quite clearly obvious that we can shift the reality for whatever we want. What better reason than to predict one's future, than to see what is coming, to be able to navigate, transmutate, and use and turn that which is unworthy into that which is worthy. Welcome to Galactic Tarot. Are you drinking your water? It's about 110 degrees out there in Sedona, my family, so please stay hydrated. That's why there's a lot of drippy with the linen. The linen? It's like it feels like the 5G can't even touch me. Can't even touch me. It's just so good. It's so freaking good. Especially when it's the Artemis color, when it's the Magdalene color, the Saffron Dawn. Back again. All right, so let's create that container. This is one of the more serious ones. Ooh. Lighter. Okay. Well, go get it. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get a lighter. I'm not seeing any fire around. I'm not seeing any fire around. It's the God of War. He needs to have fire around him at all times. Where'd he go? Where are my lighters? He's got a grill lighter. We got a special name for that on the East Coast. We won't say out loud. Probably get you canceled. So yeah, because we're gonna get it going on here. We're gonna get it going on here. Saging the entire planet. Where are you punching in from? Where are you loving in from? Where are you landing in from? Because you're all flying. Let the sage just shower over your whole country. There we go. All right, isn't that better? Okay. Okay, now we can create the container. Now. thought you were going to play the drum, Alexander. I didn't know you were going to slay the drum. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's it. Let's make sure this isn't sharing the entire screen anymore, because that's not necessary. Oh. All right, let's do it. 2609. What would the it's giving. All right. Welcome. Okay. If you don't like the skull, just think of the gemstone material you'd like to pick. This is labradorite with some black tourmaline in it. Forgot to mention that part. And then angel orid, not angel orid, flame orid. Pardon me, flame orid. So, yeah. Let's put up the split screen. When I was creating the container, there was a big flash of light in the room. I don't know if anybody saw that, but I saw that right through my eyelids. You guys ever feeling like you want to call in on Rom? That's Rom, by the way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry. He can't hear your indoctrination. He's too busy having these headphones on. Yeah, you guys ever need to call on Rom? That's Rom. Okay. Rom has the power to stop bullets and arrows in midair. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this. Calling in the highest benevolent forces of giving, the Starseed lineages, sisterhoods, horsemen of the ascension, gods, little g gods, big G gods, fairies, elementals, angelics, any forces in the highest order of benevolence that can help with aligning these cards in the highest order of giving and information and guidance to Alexander, from Alexander to the people. For the I am presence that I am, 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 that I am. Number one, Bocifer. Bocifer. Has anyone ever called you Bocifer? Yando skiter sig på kumfuts jag det så tomfuts. Skiter det futs på kumfuts så tomfuts. One more. That's new. Okay. You could make it up if you wanted to. Okay. Oh, God. God. This life. So this is the card that came up the most during the yearly predictions. It was King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We were talking about giving. We see a hand with a cup overflowing. So the beings that came here and that are here and that exist in all timelines simultaneously, that their mission and their journey is giving, show up with the first card being the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This is in the physical, this is in the energetic. To be giving water and fire, this balance of blue and red, this purple violet light. What fascinates me about the violet light is this whole concept of the element of lithium. Lithium is something that can be a gas. Lithium is something that can be a solid, like a lithium ion battery inside your cell phone. Lithium is purple light. This to me is proof on the periodic table of elements. This is proof scientifically in the existence of these violet flames, of these purple lights, and these better than to give than to receive aspects of the crown and above the crown. If you chose giving, we're seeing giving right here. Giving from a balanced state. Look at this card. This card represents sending letters, to send things, to send this whole, better than to give than to receive. This is the balance. We see the sword of truth. We see the scales being balanced. We see the tower. Are there ways that you can give energy that will be more assisting to the future of mankind? Are there ways that you can be giving energy or feeding into old ways, which some of you may still be doing? Looking at what you're doing, your anger and your sadness are frequencies in the same way that an alchemist can transmutate lead into gold, can transmutate unworthiness in a mental way, in an energetic way, in a vibratory manner, to get unworthiness and turn it into worth. What if this same frequency is being done with your energy? To sit with this fact, my family, that your anger towards the way that things are, your sadness towards the way that things are, could be being loosed on by the powers that were. Please pay attention to your energy, where your energy is going, because your energy, whether you realize it or not, is being spent. Better your energy be spent by you than being spent by others that might not have the best will of humanity in their mind's eye and in their mind's heart. The highest heart and highest benevolent frequencies are all that can come through when we label our reality in these ways. When we solidify our reality in these ways, when we tell any and all unworthy frequencies that enter our field, they will be transmutated into that which I need, into that which I want, into that which I desire, to turn those frequencies that, if you believe they are not serving you, they probably are not serving you. To know what to do with unworthiness is power. They wanted you to believe that what I just told you is dark magic. We see witchcraft. We see people saying, no, I don't know what to do with this. Who did that? Okay, right there, the Zeus force. We see this old, outdated belief structure. We see this old way. Here's the old way. Here's the new way. This is the masculine that makes you feel safe. This is the masculine that creates the container. But she is one of the frequencies of the 12. She is one of the frequencies of the six. She is one of the frequencies that if we are not allowing this frequency of the self to be there because of past life traumas, okay? This is why I love doing this, because when we look to the future and we can see we're saying no in the future to our magic, there's only one reason that would happen. Unworthiness, using this magic and haven't forgiven yourself, using it in a way that you wish you didn't, or you used it and you were punished for using it in the right way, and this still needs to be healed. This is a journey, my family. What is that on her necklace? I've never noticed it. Look at, do you see that? Yeah, it's like a fox or a bear. I've never noticed this brooch holding her robe together. Never. I always just thought it was just like a little red something, but it's definitely an animal face. Which animal is this? Which animal do I feel like it is in this present moment? That's what animal it is right now. It's a fox. Which the fox represents. The fox represents the shapeshifter. The fox represents the kitsune. The fox represents an animal or a creature that on one side of the planet is considered a demon, and on the other side of the planet is considered a god. There are more shrines to the kitsune in Japan than there are to the Buddha himself. Fact. Okay? What does the fox represent? It represents cunning. The fox represents shape-shifting. The fox represents beauty. The fox represents the masculine and the feminine working together. Because when I see a fox, what do I think of? This looks like part cat. This looks like part dog. This is clearly a hybrid. This is hybridization. Something wants people to think that they're alone. Something wants people to think that they are separate. We are all one, being all one. Not this whole like, I will be this, I will be that, you be this, you be that. The one is within the all. That is where true magic and true power lies. That is the information that has been wanted to be kept from you, that is releasing now, that we will see more and more every day, my family. These conspiracy theories will become facts, and more truth will come out. That is the reality that we're in. This is our reality. We are the waves. We are the rocks. And this is our world that anyone that is not in the highest order of benevolence is existing in. Facts. This is no longer a duality matrix. This is our matrix. And this matrix is love in light. Not love and light. It is love in light. It is light that is constructed of the highest forms of hexagonal light. And so it is. Am I good? Do I keep spitting some fire? They're laughing. We're good. Look at this. When you ask about giving and you see an overflowing cup, and oof. If Alexander may just chime in for a second. If you really want to shift this reality, if you really want the phoenix to come screeching out of the ashes with a furious sound, okay? The dragon goes in the ground, the phoenix comes out. To reach balance, your truth, your boundaries, this release, the cup shall floweth over. It is better to give than to receive. Because when we give, it comes back to us extra. But not when we give with that. Well, Alexander told me if I give, that more will come back to me. No. We give because it's the right thing to do. That's one of the secrets to this reality. Instead of thinking that you're losing, when you feel somebody, oh, that person's a vampire, that person's this, that person's that, you're a sun, my family. The second you remember and realize that you are a sun and that you cannot be drained, this singular dimensional lost being, could get so much energy from you in one go that you could backfire their system. That is not what I'm asking you to do. That is not what I'm telling you to do. I'm reminding you of your power that you should be, if anything, careful with, not worried or unworthy or no, stop the blame. Give. If you pick number one, your message was to give. Okay? Thank you. And there we are. Alrighty. Clear the deck first. All right. Oh, it gets so bloody. It gets so bloody, Alexander. Citrine. I don't like skulls, Alexander. That's okay. Just look and pick a number, or just pick the material of citrine. Real citrine, yellow citrine, not that orange stuff that's amethyst that was just baked in the oven. Citrine actually doesn't form in cathedrals. Any citrine cathedral you see, that's an amethyst cathedral that was baked in an oven. Just so you know. Oh yeah, it's citrine, Josie. That's the real stuff. That's the I want a fettuccine alfredo in 1981. Okay. Oh God, the air conditioner's struggling, my family. No, the air conditioning is working great. It's very cool in here. Ooh, it's chilly. I'm getting a shiver. Okay, I'm ready for another one. All right, you already cleared the deck. All right, let's do this. Love it is. Love it is. Who wants to come through? Benevolent forces only. Ooh. What's that in the top left hip? Interesting. You better get out of here before he catches you. Okay. 43-44. And it's up to a 6. I love it. 15. Good stuff. Okay, love. Love. I love. Well, yeah, I loving love. All right, let's do this. Citrine. Benevolent forces of love. Oh, I gotta pull up the other screen. Anyone who does the tarot knows why I'm laughing right now. This is the Nine of Cups represents the highest order of loves, of love, giving. Oh my God, a double giver. Oh my God. Oof, oof. You know, I saw this flash. How interesting. Okay. Yeah, I love it. Choices. Highest orders of love. Angels of love, archangels of love, all the angels of love. For the I am that 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 I am. Due to what took place in the past, anybody who picked the skull number 2, whatever state of love that you're in this present moment, there's still more work to do. There's still some past frequencies and residual energies that are to be transmutated and dissolved and released. They are functionalities that supported you, as odd as that sounds. They supported you and your growth in the reality that you came from, but you're in a different reality now. And you're basically dragging this old teddy bear with you, or old blankie with you, that is no longer needed in this present moment. There are layers of protection, of protecting your heart, that are making it difficult for you to truly give love. If you are not properly giving love, then you are not properly receiving love. If you're not properly receiving love, then it is more challenging to be the best version of you that you can be in this present moment. This is the work that is coming up for you. If you do not know what he's speaking of, then just begin the process. Begin the process of transmutation. Begin the process of illumination. Begin the process, which will have high highs and low lows. It is part of the ascension process. These are the things that need to be done to get us to where we are going. Giving, love, spiritual, to spiritually give love, this loving fire, this galactic fire that I see right here, that has been your journey all along, that your guides have wanted you to know. Your guides wanted you to validate whatever took place and whatever betrayals that you've dealt with. Whatever things that have happened, you agreed to those things so you would find your power. So you would ask the question, why? Why did this happen? So then one day you can say, why did I create this? Instead of blaming this other person. We created these situations, I will call them. We created these situations to find our power. Without that trauma, would we have found our power? Would we have ever needed our power if we were just thriving and thriving and thriving and thriving? So those of you that picked love might be navigating certain distortions with fighting with your loved ones, fighting with your beloved, fighting in your day to day, fighting for your job, fighting in your job. Someone who would work with the military, or a police officer, or fighting fires, or there is a fight that is not actually a fight. There is a fight that is a certain level of acceptance. And if we have any of these things, that is fine. These things do not need to leave, so to speak. But when we observe these things and we say, thank you for being here, thank you for teaching me, in this future reality, you might see that it would be more beneficial for you to have a different job set for these functionalities which are no longer serving you once you realize that they are no longer serving you. as I was saying in the first reading, as we were saying in the first reading, to have a frequency of anger or sadness that could be loosed off of by other multidimensional frequencies. That is our highest message for you today, to make sure that your energy is going where you want your energy to be going. That is what is in the highest order of importance in this present moment and the next. Paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to your feelings, having a feeling and the ability to have that feeling be thoughts and not just reactions, be thoughts, and then turn those thoughts into other thoughts, and then turn those thoughts into the appropriate words for better to construct constructive communication, not just communication like an animal, to truly evolve. And we move these letters of evolve around, and it spells love. To truly love and to truly evolve. It can be a very fast process. It can be a very epic new beginning when we are ready for this to transpire. So, what is this reading actually told us here? We found our power. Our guides helped us find our power, but this is nothing compared to the future. Look at this future. Our guides coming through in the physical to give us everything that we've ever desired and more. To get all that which you desire. God, I love this. Like, look at just looking at the future, this new beginning, winning, absolutely winning. This is the winningest. To have spirit coming through in the physical to give us all that we deserve and more. It is up to you. It is up to me. It is up to us to get in touch with our new level of self-worth, and then our new level of self-worth after that, and then our new level of self-worth, because I know that within myself, as somebody who observes their thoughts and feelings and works at this every day and asks at the end of the day, to further my powers as a Time Lord, looking back upon the past and to ask myself, where could I have improved today? No matter how good I did that day, I find something that, he bought 7 tickets. I could have bought 8 tickets. I could have bought 14 tickets. To find a place where I could have done something better, where I gave somebody on the side of the road begging an orange and a banana, I could have given them $5 or $10. To always seek more improvement. When I hear people, this could seem slightly off subject, but this is something that's been coming up in Alexander's reality in a conversation he's been having with certain clients and certain friends. The second we tell ourselves, I laugh in the gym when people say, Alexander, are you just maintaining right now? Are you now that you're here where you are, what is your fitness goal to just stay there? The second we tell ourselves we're going to stay where we are, that's when, with these biorhythms, just explain how life works. The second I say, like, oh, this is enough, there's going to be a day where it's not enough. And now the next week, it's going to be a challenge to do what just was the bare minimum. We always need to be striving and pushing, my family. I promise you. For me, I'm always going for more. I'm always going for extra. I'm always going for a few more minutes of meditation, of asking spirit, what's next? There is no maintaining. Maintaining means, for me, I'll speak from my own point of view. To me, the thought of maintaining is the cousin of death, and it sounds like I'm going to start slipping backwards. Take that with a grain of salt or not. This new beginning of you truly receiving, for you truly giving, is completely hinged on you being able, I moved these, to give, to receive love. So to be able to give and receive love, you need to be worthy. You need to have strong boundaries. I have strong boundaries, Alexander. Make them stronger. stronger every day. Okay. Alrighty. Number 3. Ooh, people are going to get a healing message? Ooh. So, Petersite. Most gemstones harness one of the 4 elements. Petersite harnesses what would be considered a 5th element of plasma or electricity. If the energy of Thor or Zeus himself could be stored into a gemstone, it would be this one, because this represents the element of storm, which is relatively rare in the gemstone kingdom. So this has always been a favorite for me. This has always been one of my favorites. Because to talk about healing, we do need to talk about electricity. Because a lot of the areas that need healing in the body, in the mind, in the field, in the planet itself, this is all coming from a lack of electrical functionality. It's electricity that does this. And that is the difference between power and force. We can force this, but is that real power? It's real power that we know and we learn every day to be able to activate the electrical impulses and the magnetism of this planet throughout our bodies to become more powerful. It is electricity within the self that when you are able, regardless of what's going on in your body, regardless of what's going on in your heart, it's electricity that can awaken anything that has closed, ceased, or is stagnant. Repetitive thoughts can stagnate muscle, because repetitive thoughts that create dis-ease, not being at ease, can make certain things happen in the body, like a hip or a shoulder or between the shoulder blades, certain things. Whether or not there was an actual injury there or this was somebody else's pain, or regardless of what it is. Anybody who picked the stone of Petersite or skull number 3 before I even drop a card, I just want to let you know that the fact that this skull was already chose for number 3 when I didn't know what I was channeling today, and this element of storm and this element of electrical functionality is what is most necessary inside your body for the firing of Kundalini and the activation of all the meridians and all the chakra and all of the energy centers in your body to truly activate healing for yourself and others. That is what this is. What is the difference between electricity and light? It's the 5th element, my friend. So let's pull up this other screen. Clear these cards. Mm. What was it, about 56 minutes? Veronique, you writing the times down? When did I start just spitting hot fire before I even started shuffling? I was gonna write down 56 minutes from now. Thank you. Oof. 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 Oh my god. It's like a truth bump factory over here. This is good. If you pick number 3, you're winning. Very good. We're all freaking winning. We already won. I see the tree of the Sephiroth. I see rainbow light. I see the card of unconditional love. What a silly word. Uncondition. What a terrible word. Just love. Real love. Benevolent love. Then I see the card of magic. I see the Knight of Wands, the Paladin, as the message from other dimensional versions. I see the choice. I see the balance of the masculine and the feminine. And I see a tough decision. Okay? So to be able to fully access the tree of the Sephiroth, to be able to truly access all there is to access, the seen and unseen, anything that you've been dealing with, why you picked the number 3, why you picked this skull, why you picked this gemstone material, is to further become a more powerful healer than you've ever been before. I see the masculine container being accessed by choice in the future. This container of being able to fill a container that you create with your client, you create for yourself, you create for your family, you create for your household, you create for your street, your town, your city, your state, your planet, my family. You create that. You came here as the forces of healing. You came here to learn this. So sometimes to be able to learn how to heal others, you need to learn how to heal yourself first. That card did not come up, but the 2 of Cups has a saying in the tarot, and it is, for the healer to heal others, they need to heal themselves first. And I agree with this, but I disagree with this at the same time. Because I believe that whatever state of healing that you are at in this present moment, you can heal from that state. For somebody to only wait and wait and wait and wait until perfection to be able to start their healing journey seems like obsolete ways of thinking and acting in this present moment. If I may add my /hour for all the frequencies and forces of healing, I want to come through Alexander, as he is your microphone and your speaker box in this present moment. I see the tree of the Sephiroth, and I see this tough decision in the past to get into the full rainbow of light, to be able to access the other side, to access the past, to access the Akashic records and the halls, necessary to heal the past, present, and future simultaneously. Some of the things that have not taken place yet, when they are addressed and when we ask the question of why did I create this, is where the true force of healing comes from. When we stop casting blame, when we stop saying, oh, well, I can't do that because of this, before that and better, you can do this because of that. You discovered this fact about yourself because of that. Every day I heal a little bit more from whatever this is, to look at our healing with magic, to look at our healing as magic, to look at our healing as a sign that is within our body, as if our body is this entire tree of the Sephiroth, as if our body is this entire tarot deck, as if our body is this entire group of numerology and numbers and whatever there is, to be able to heal others. You are being asked to heal yourself. If there is a belief structure that you really solidified, it is time to dissolve that belief structure. It is time to do what you tell others to do. Some of the message today is walking the walk that you talk. There is something that is coming up today that is saying where you speak one way, but then you do another thing. So to pay attention to that, my family, to locate that, because that is an unworthy behavior, and your worthiness is being asked to be flourished. Is the word we would like to use. Flowing with grace are the words we would like to use. Marvelous healing nature of electrical functionality of light. To be able to access the full rainbow of light, you need to be accessing it within yourself. You need to be able to access the lights that can and cannot be seen. If we turn on a radio, the radio works. If we bring the radio into a cave at the bottom of a mountain, the radio stops working. Do the radio waves still exist outside of the mountain? Yes. The radio waves are not getting to this dark tunnel. This is the same way that light works. There are vibrations of lights. There are X-rays on how you can see into somebody's body and your own body. There are ultraviolet lights that can be seen in certain spectrums that are the access that are you. You are these lights. The only way to reclaim access to these lights is by reclaiming your own energy back in your own suit. You already have it. It's already right there. It's right there right now. You just have to remember that. Oh, also, you're a paladin. You're a warrior of healing. You're a warrior. And that does not mean that we worry. That means that we have the power to cast a fireball of love and healing. One of my favorite cards in the whole tarot. Definitely top 5. Definitely. Alrighty. Oh. Okay. No more coffee. Michelle, I saw that. Michelle. I saw your comment. I'm putting you on the screen. You can try for the next 7 lifetimes, Mama Bear. Or you can do it now. You can place your healing, or whatever that is, into a state of transmutation right now. Okay? Because when we say we try, that brings us right back to Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. So to look at whatever it is that we're healing as a lack of electrical functionality, because what happens? As somebody who's been a fitness nut for more of my life than less of it, whenever I aggravated something in the body, what I would notice when I went into a meditative state was it would seize up. It would seize up and say, don't do that. Don't do another rep, Alexander. Stop. It does this. And it's massage that would allow some blood to get in to carry the lactic acid out of the injury. I'm not talking about all injuries. I'm talking about muscular injuries right now, once they have just began, not after the fact. But what I would notice was it was seized. It said, don't do that again. Stop. I'm done. I'm at max capacity. Please stop. So what really needed to happen? Because this is like the toothpaste tube thinking it's out of toothpaste, and the toothpaste tube goes whoop, And it's really, really narrow. So all the veins and all the muscles go and seize. And obviously, the fastest way to get the acids and all the crap out of there is to have the veins release and open up and to have blood come in and take the acids and all the traumatic functionalities with them. But when our body is not sure that the mind is going to make the right decision, sometimes certain things come through as a pain. It's how we navigate these things. It's how we learn in those present moments how to deal with these and what they mean when they come up, and being in touch with our own power. I noticed that when these things started to happen, some of these injuries would last months, up to a year. And then it was a month. Then it was a few weeks. Then it was 2 weeks. Then it was a week. Then it was days. Then it was moments. Being able to navigate, stop, pause, being able to tune in, use our intuition, to be able to ask ourselves, for me to use my intuition, to ask my team, what weight do I put on this bar today, Spirit? By knowing what our gut is telling us. Okay? Just as a reminder. So, grammar, grimoire, words. These words are spells. So spelling. We were taught how to spell. To connect the letters of the spell was to write in cursive. To connect the letters of the spell to create a curse. Because this is a broken language that we're speaking. That's why all these starseed lineages are all communicating non-verbally. And if they do have a language, it sure as heck is not all these in, non, no, 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 yes. Broken language that we speak. But I promise you to put the best way to healing for all of you, if you are on a journey to healing, is to tell yourself every single day this healing is transpiring. Every single day you're getting closer and closer to this. Tuning in. Let's use our guts for a second. Whatever that pain is, put a time on it. How long does it take for that to be completely transmutated and for you to move on to the next challenge? Does it take 6 months? Does it take 6 years? What label would you like to put on this? And then tell yourself it will be done by this moment. It will be done in 6 hours, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, or like I said earlier, 6 months, 6 lifetimes. You choose. You choose. When you do, you choose. Oh, okay. Let's clear the deck. Okay. 114.39. Life itself. Interesting. If you chose skull number 4, you chose a message from life itself. Scorzolite in quartz. That blue is the scorzolite. Oh my God, what Alexander would do to get beads made out of scorzolite. Probably be faster to say what he wouldn't do. I'm just kidding. Welcome on in, Bo. Thanks for being here, brother. Thank you all for being here. A little more coffee. And some water. Okay. Here we go. These forces are ancient primordial deities. Interesting. Woo! Boy, would I like to get some of that. And that's when Spirit's like, you are that. Reminder. You are life. Mm-hmm. Two more. That's this. You're a big one, aren't you? Just dropping a fishing line into my house. I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's the card I was just talking about. How funny. It's the Two of Cups. Oof. Oh my God. Did this come up in every reading? Oh my God. A lot of, for only basically 8 card readings, a lot of similar cards coming up here today. Yes. We can party. We can party later if you want. I like you. I like you. I'm a good time. You'll have a good time. I make people laugh. I'm serious. Okay. All right. Yay. Those of you that picked skull number 4, that picked scores of light and quartz, that picked the number 4, that picked life itself and the beings of light in the highest order of benevolence only. Something about releasing, something about the cup flowing over. The cup flowing over to the point where it can fill others' cups with life itself. To have the completion of the Sephiroth. What probably the most powerful combination of cards that can be in the tarot. The completion of the major arcana with the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of fire, a lot of light, a lot of life. We have the grandfather, we have the child, we have the animals, we have the entire household represented on one card. We have the entire family represented on one card in the physical. This being completed. Part of the completion of this is knowing about the cycle itself. With this cycle itself, we see feminine fire, and we see this belief structure in the present moment that anything can happen at any point. And how true is this really? When you're the one who's knowing what's coming, when you're the one who's navigating what's coming, when you're the one who's having feelings and navigating certain things in and out of your reality. These are part of your journey. This journey is not as fixated and as chaotic as you may believe it is. If you picked skull number 4, when you co-create with a friend, when you use your magic with your lover, with your family member, when you and somebody else have the same belief structure, you will continue to see miracles. When we commit these magics, if you will, from the highest order of love, of what you came here to do, the beings of life, the beings of love, the beings of frequency and light itself want you to know that this level of co-creation is multidimensional. It is multidimensional when you do this on your own within the self. It is multidimensional when you speak these words out loud about what you knew was going to happen in the reality. Some of the things that we say out loud wouldn't happen if you did not speak them into being. Explain. Sometimes something comes up in the reality, and we're looking for help with carrying this burden, carrying this cross. So we involve our friend, we involve this person, we tell everybody what's going on in our lives. When bottling it up might not seem like the outcome, bottling it up might not seem like the thing, but when we immortalize this into the reality matrix, we might have somebody co-creating with us that which we do not want, because we speak about things in a manner of, hey, this is what is happening, when it's not what's happening. It's what could be happening. You have the power and more power to avoid more of these chaotic frequencies with your divine feminine integrations and embodiments than you realize. That is what is wanted to be known. Something major has completed. Your cup is overflowing. To know what to do with your overflowing light is not to just say, oh, things happen mysteriously. No, they don't. Your dreams warned you. You knew. You felt it. You knew. You felt it. And some of these things that you felt coming, when these people act the way that they do, when the reality acts the way that it does, it is a test. It is a test. What will you do with this information? What will you do with this challenge? Because carrying the cross sometimes internally and looking at what the cross is, not to bottle it up so it becomes a cancer, to have something in a frequency that when it comes in, we look at it and we ask ourselves, why did I create this? Because if we look at why, it wasn't us in this present moment that created this. It was us in the past that has created this. And us in the past had different boundaries, had different levels of unworthiness. The version of us that put this challenge or obstacle in the present moment is not the version of us that is standing right there navigating the challenge. So to know that, we gain control over time, we gain control over the future. To ask ourselves, why did I create this? So, example, 2 days from now, a new moon is upon us. What will you be creating then? What did you create now? Why did you create it? Asking yourselves why you created this. It's to get you here. Where are you going next? What is serving you or is to be transmutated into a different level of worthiness in this present moment and the next? Please find these belief structures that are not serving you. Any of this Murphy's Law stuff. Please find this, navigate this. Oh, that's just life. That's how it is. These belief structures are not yours. These belief structures are older than your grandparents. These are old belief structures that are outdated from a duality matrix that you no longer existed. You're just bringing certain aspects from this duality matrix with you into this matrix, which is your matrix to rule. You are the powers that be, my friend. You are Neo in this story. You are the one. To be the one, sometimes we need to stop carrying certain belief structures now. This can be a journey, locating, sitting in meditation, asking our guides, doing a healing session with somebody. If you chose number 4, you chose this information. And the information is Why has this happened? Why am I doing this? This whole, oh, it's just random. It's not random. It's not random. If you keep thinking it's random, it will continue to be random. Steer the ship. Steer the ship, my family. Little boats have to turn towards the wave to go over the wave and down. Big boats make the wake. Be a big boat. And then be a bigger boat. And then be a bigger boat than that boat. Be the waves themselves, and the rocks, and the boat, and all of it, because the one is in the all. I'll get your name later. You're great. That's a big dude. What a big dude. Who are you? Oof. Oh, oof. Oh my God. Be like water. What is your name, dude? Who is that? Who's the Greek god of life? I got Google open. Phanes? Phanes? Phanes. Is that you? Interesting. It's not your name, though. Ophiuchus. Ooh. Ooh. The serpent bear. The one that they wanted to hide from you so well. We can't show a human being controlling the serpent. We can't show that a humanoid can control the Kundalini, the serpent. Oof, oof, oof. All right. Ooh, I like you. All right. Wow. Okay. How we doing? Did you like that? What are the likes at? Can somebody tell me what the likes are at? What are you saying? They didn't even call you. Cancel. Alexa just started saying for how long? Did I even say anything that rhymed with Alexa? I can't believe you have an Alexa Alexander they're listening to. This is a microphone connected to the internet. Of course they're listening to me. They want to see how long they can what is it? What is the word? Censor. Alexander spitting hot, liquid hot magma. I love you guys. I freaking love you guys. Thank you for being here. Oh, interesting how someone has 13 likes, someone has 49, someone has 54, someone has 53. Thank you all for being here. I think it's dinner time. Maybe I'll go to Flagstaff and buy a ticket to the movies for my higher self and my higher self's beloved. That'd be great. Just buy 2 tickets. I'll put them in the front row so I'm not like wasting a good seat, and then like not even go to the movie. That'll be 9 tickets today. Not that it's a competition, but you know, it's a good cause. I freaking love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing all the right things. Thank you for co-creating. Thank you for having our energies work together to create heaven on earth. And every day, this reality will continue to get more heavenly. And I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. When will I see you again? Very soon. Very soon. Got a new video coming out in a few days, too. Love you guys. Love you. Oh, time for a hug. We're coming in hot. Here he comes. Good. I like shake you. Shake my family. I love you guys. Corey, you're late. Corey. No, hey. Stop trying to steal Corey's diamond heart. Diamond heart. Diamond heart activations. Little seraphim light, anybody? Everybody? "21 units of measurement." Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. Hot fire. Mwah. Love you.